Hello and welcome back to our series on the what's of the market. What is the stock market, and more importantly in this series, why should I care? In this video we will talk about why you should care about the market and what it is or what it's doing. There are many people in my lives who, maybe they hear the Dow is up, 300 points or whatever it is, and they don't really care that much, and that's fine. But in your case, if you are doing anything around finance, anything around money, saving, investing, buying a house, all those things very, very closely integrate with the market. So let's talk about why you should care what the market is or what it is doing. So first things first, personal finances. This is a big one, right? Personal finances. If you have any money anywhere, the market is having an effect on it somehow, whether you know that or not. Okay, it affects your savings, it affects investments, and it affects retirements. If you are older and nearing retirement date, you really know intimately how important it is to have enough money to retire comfortably. If you're young, maybe you haven't learned that lesson yet, and that's okay. I'm not telling anyone to not enjoy their lives, but it's important to make sure you are stashing enough money to the side for a rainy day later or for retirement. And that money you stash off to the side grows, and it grows the markets. Okay, whether those are stock markets or bond markets or currency markets or crypto markets or any other kind of market you can think of, your money is going to either grow or shrink in that market. And that includes if you're not in any market. Even if you're not in any market, you are still in cash, which is its own asset, which can fluctuate in value. Okay, if you're not in the market, typically you are actively losing money in the sense that you are losing buying power, which means that you can buy less hamburgers this year than you could last year, even if you have the same dollar amount in your bank account. Okay, so the market affects all of those things. Again, if your savings, it's important to know what the savings rate is. Is it 7%? Is it 2%? For a long time, it was 0%, so you had to do something with that money. Right now, as of this recording, it's hovering around 4% or so for a high yield savings, which is really good if you're used to 0%. But if you come from a place where 13% interest was the norm, then 4% all of a sudden doesn't look that nice. So being aware of what the interest rates are, what the market is, all that good stuff, very important for your personal financial life. It's also a pretty decent indicator, not necessarily the best indicator, but a decent indicator of the reflection, or is a reflection rather, of the health of the nation. Okay, the reason that is the stock market in general is made up of companies, and all those companies are priced according to what the market thinks their future prospects are. They're not priced according to what they're actually worth today if they sold off all their assets and liquidated all their tractors and buildings and such. That's not what the price of the company is today. The company is actually priced according to what the collective market thinks it is going to be worth in the future. So it's a future prediction. So if the market is in the tank, in the toilet, the idea is, all the companies in the market, their outlooks aren't looking so nice these days. So it can be a reflection of the health of the nation as a whole. So we can see it as a macroeconomic indicator of sorts. We can also just look at it as a way to grow our wealth. Okay, this has to do with savings and investments directly, but it's worth mentioning again that the market is probably the most common and easiest way to take $1 and turn it into $2. Take $2 and turn it into $4. $4 turn it into $8. $8 turn it into $16, and so on and so forth. All right, so all of those reasons are good ones to pay attention to, or good reasons rather to pay attention to what the market is doing. If you don't know what the market is doing, it's okay. You can still live your life, but you are going to miss out on some pretty important financial pieces to growing future wealth and knowing what's going on in the country. All right, so this session we learned about why you should be paying attention to the market. Next time we will look at the specific uses of said market and what we can do with them. All right, this is Matt Williamson for Sigmonomics. Thank you for watching.